Okay, and let me just accept Carmen there. Okay, do you happen to have any question? Anyone? Nope, no questions? Wow, okay, good. You are the perfect group, right? No questions at all. There you go. Yeah, that means everything is working. Yeah. Gabi Ballesteros is here. Okay, yes, he's here. Right. Okay, guys, so I'm going to get started with the session today. Yeah. So according to the timetable, what is it that we need to talk about today? Who can help me with that? What is it that we are going to talk about according to the timetable? Yes, just one. Don't fight. Just one.
Me. Uh,
Sorry.
it's speaking an error correction and writing an error correction,
That's correct, Carlos. That's
right?
correct. Yes. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, well done.
Speaking an error correction. Yep.
Huh? Yep. Yeah, that's true. So if we take a look at the timetable, as you can see there, this is the purpose. Well, this is the focus of our lesson today. Yeah, we finish at 5 as always, and we're going to go over speaking and error correction and some writing and error correction. And I'm going to also give you some practice for the TKT as always. Yeah. Okay. Right. You have already gotten my emails in terms of I shared practice test, a mock test for module 1, module 2, and module 3, right, as well? Yes, okay. Have you answered that? Not yet, not yet. Okay. Are you planning to do it soon? Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Yeah, because that's important, guys, for you to practice. The more
For
you
example,
give yourself,
I
the
have a
better.
question about that
Yes, what is the
because
question?
I have not been able to do the platform activities, and I want to know if I can do, for example, this Monday.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that is a secret and synchronous work. That means it is not really a specific I mean rhythm. It's just your rhythm there, your pace.
Yeah.
So yeah, whichever works for you. The only problem, Eric, is that if you don't practice as soon as possible, probably you're not getting the most of the course because my input session is related to the content you see on the
Yeah.
platform, and yeah, so you can go fall behind, for example. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Keep my camera off. Okay, so
Hello.
hi. So Gabby, no problem, Gabby. I read your
Hello.
message. No problem. Hello,
Hello.
Bicho. That's Bicho. Right?
Yes, that's right, Luis.
Luis Alfonso. Yeah. Hi, Luis
Yes, that's
Alfonso.
right.
Hi, hi, hi.
Hey, how are you?
Andrea, Jessica. Hello. We're great. We're great. Thank you. Thank you. I'm just welcoming the
I
rest.
have a little doubt that I
Yeah, tell
want
me.
to comment.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, I have been working on the Neo platform
Mm-hmm.
a lot, but
Mm-hmm.
something that for me was strange is that when I get to the topic of the phonology and the lexis,
Yes.
um, it it said to me like that I reached like the top, but I could not see the rest. It's like closed the rest of the topic. So I made the TKT mock test, the model 1, and I realized that there were some questions that were related to those topics that were unable, so I was like, oh, I don't know the answer. I don't know even. I
Yeah,
know it because I read it in the TKT handbook,
that's correct.
but
Yes.
it was closed in the Neo. Is that right?
No, no, Luis. So probably what happens is that you left a task unanswered. You need to make sure that all the tasks are answered, because if you don't answer all of them, you don't have access to the following task. So just make sure, why don't you answer that one more time and then make sure that everything is answered so you
Okay.
can have access to that. Now, and also,
Okay. Perfect.
if you read the handbook, the TKT handbook, everything is exactly same content. So either from the platform or from the book, both are going to be useful to answer the questions.
Yeah. Yeah. I could. Well, I was familiar with the questions because
Yeah.
I read
Okay.
the handbook.
Okay.
But yeah, in the platform, I couldn't reach to that topic. So well, I will do it. I will review my. I'm doing it. I'm studying once and all the topics because, well, I realized that, for example, the verbs in the grammar part
Yeah.
in the handbook, it's different classification than in the platform. At the
Yeah.
same, is the same, but they have different names.
No, the names are the same. So probably we're using terms that mean the same for you to have more variety in terms of term, but the information is exactly the same. But yeah, you can find, for example, two terms focusing on the same thing. We use that because you can have or you can find either term in the exam. So it's important that you know all the terms. Yes.
Okay. And one question for me, the other question was that, for example, the mock test of the second module is already open for me, but I haven't done it because I haven't made any study of the model 2.
Remember, Luis, that all mock tests on the platform are open since the beginning of the course. So
Okay, perfect.
that is not a problem. You can answer them whenever you want. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. That's all for me. Thank you.
No
Clear.
worries. Bertha, you have a question, right, Bertha?
Yes, and well, it is just a comment. I think that it happens to me the same as Bicho, because I cannot advance. I think that it is something related with the dates, because it says this is for this date and this for this other date, and I don't know, maybe
Yes,
that's the problem.
yes, you're right. According to the timetable, some of the units are going to be opened later.
Yes,
But
exactly.
if it has already been opened, you have access until the end of the year.
Yes, exactly. But for the next ones are closed because of the date. Probably, for example, the next topic is going to be open right now.
That's correct. That's correct. Yes, that's correct. According to the timetable, remember, we're following the timetable. Yes. Okay, well done.
Okay.
Any other question? Anything, guys, I can help you with? Okay. Now, let me just get started with the content of the input session. So let's see. Today, we're going to talk about speaking. Yeah. And now, I want you to pay attention to what happens in speaking. Okay. So these are the things that people do, guys, when they speak. For example, they pronounce words. They answer questions. They use intonation. They ask for clarification. They start speaking when someone stops. This is called turn taking. Yeah. And then we have change the content, ask for information, correct themselves, etc., etc., etc. Yeah. So those are the things that we do in communication. In teaching, when we're giving learners some speaking practice, that is called a CA task or a communicative activity task. Okay? Now, I want you to talk about it in breakout rooms. I'm going to send you to breakout rooms for the first time for today, guys. And I want you to tell your partners how you imagine the characteristics of a communicative task are. Yeah. For example, let's just brainstorm here something, right? For example, what are some characteristics, guys, of a communicative activity task? What are the elements that you believe a communicative activity task has? For example,
they must talk. They must be talking.
Okay, so there should be, that's a good point. There must be, yeah, I would say must be. Yeah, they must be interaction and practice of the skill. In this case, speaking, right? It must be speaking practice. Yep.
I will say that the intonation.
Okay, so
Maybe.
students, let's put it like that. Students should use correct features of phonology, right? And we have many: intonation, stress, linking, etc., right? Okay, now these are some of the points. Can you please, in breakout rooms for 5 minutes, talk about characteristics, components, things to remember when it comes to communicative tasks, okay? So we have already talked about speaking practice, there must be a speaking practice, and also students need to focus on correct phonology, features of connected speech, for example, right? Okay. So how much time do you have for this activity? 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Yes, Dan, you have a question, Dan. Go ahead.
I don't know. Well, I think it's not that related to this, but what would happen with sign language? You know, moving hands to communicate.
Uh-huh.
Is it like the same when we are teaching? In one
That's
case,
called
in the case.
that's called gesture, no? I think the
Yes.
gesture.
Yes, you're right. Actually, Dan, okay, but let me see if I understood your question correctly, Dan. Is your question generally speaking, like what is the relevance of sign language in learning, or what will happen if we happen to teach, for example, sign language in an English?
Yes,
Is that what you mean, or?
yes. Like how would it relate to communicative activities
Okay,
with the
okay.
sign language?
Yeah, it's basically exploring another type of feature in language, which is quite interesting, which is called paralinguistics. So paralinguistics are the things that you use, guys, to convey meaning, but they are not part of the language. For example, when you go like this, that means I am following you. I understood what you meant. So I got that message, but you didn't talk, because that is part of paralinguistics. Body language is part of that. Sounds that you make are part of that as well. So probably sign language would be related to that feature, right? Which is paralinguistics. Yeah. Okay, guys. So off you go. 5 minutes. Talk about more characteristics of communicative task. Okay. Enjoy the moment. Bye-bye. See you in 5. Hello, everyone. Jessica, can you please help us with another characteristic of communicative tasks?
Yes. We think that one kind of communicative activity is from how do you express to other person, maybe using your eyes, making different faces, your how do you say that? Your
Body language. And
your body language,
eyes
yes.
and stuff.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So that is what we were talking about before, right? Like these paralinguistics features and also
Yes.
language. And you're right. You need to have a communicative purpose all the time. Yeah. Whenever we have a communicative activity. Yeah. Daniela Mangos, can you please help me with another one?
To understand maybe the main topic.
What do you mean? What do you mean by understanding the main topic? Can you please elaborate on that?
Like, I don't know, people know what we're talking about.
Oh, but that is communicative purpose, right? That's
Ah,
the communicative purpose.
mm,
Can we think of another one?
well, my team also says body language.
Language is there. Yeah.
We also said, I think we have the same ideas. So,
Okay, Dan, go ahead.
Well, we said two things. It should make sense. What we say should make sense. It's not like just saying words.
Yeah.
And that's it. They should have like a purpose, as we have been here, and make sense. And also, we need vocabulary and
Yeah.
grammar, because
That's good. Yeah.
we may know grammar, but we don't have words to say because our vocabulary doesn't have, or it's not that vast.
Yeah.
So it's a problem when we are communicating. We don't know the words, we don't know how to say it, so we don't communicate anything.
Good. That's good. So it should be interactive in terms of interaction patterns. Remember, we can have pair work, we can have trios, etc., 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 right? Yeah. Interaction patterns. And then some language. You should analyze some phrases, some lexis, vocabulary, anything that can help students express ideas more. And the last one would be, guys, you should give them some feedback. Yeah. Like, oh, that was very interesting. Yeah, I really like your idea. Can you please tell me more information about it? That is feedback on content, or probably you can focus on language as well, right? We call it content-based feedback versus language focus, right? Language focused feedback, which is basically correcting mistakes. Like, oh, this is incorrect. Can you please help me correct that? Content would be more related to the idea, the message, what they wanted to express. That was interesting. Can you please repeat that? Or why do you think this? And language-focused feedback would be more correcting mistakes, right? Helping them, yeah, analyze this, right? Okay, do you have any question here? Anyone?
When we are giving feedback, should it be at the moment, or like at the end, like they finish speaking and then at the end we give feedback?
That's a good question, Dan. Remember that we have two different purposes in terms of communication. Well, not communication, sorry. In your lessons for the activities, you can focus on accuracy or you can focus on fluency. If your focus is accuracy, yes, you need to correct letters because they need to be correct. That's the focus of the task. Yeah. If the focus of the task is fluency, then you might want to wait for later, and then at the end, you can address the mistakes in what we call delayed error correction. Delayed error correction. Yeah. Which is basically after they finish the task, you copy incorrect instances of language and you help students correct the mistakes. Yeah. Now, I just have a question for everyone, guys. If it is a communicative activity, what do you think the focus is? Accuracy or fluency?
Fluency, I think so.
Fluency. Yeah. Okay. I think Lisette was raising her hand. Yeah, Lisette? Yeah. Okay. Go ahead, Lisette.
Yes, that's
Go ahead.
it. Well, I had a question about I know that today's class is about the purpose of the error and just how to make it happen and let it happen. My question was, when we are using an accuracy or the focus is for them to be accurate and we let them make the mistake, like whatever grammatical mistake they make when they're speaking, how do you approach the mistake? Because in my experience, it's not like, oh, you were wrong, and making the focus on there. You should, I believe, and this is my question, should we praise them a little bit and make a sandwich? Like, it was good, but this is bad, but it was good. Something like that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. It does. My suggestion, okay, now that we're talking about mistakes, so probably you can go for this. I suggest you don't say it was very good, because that can send the message of this is really good when it is not. So I wouldn't say this is really good. I would say, are you sure, or is there any possibility? And then probably you can type the mistake on the board. Like, for example, I have a long hair. This is a mistake, yeah? So probably the learner says, I have a long hair. Okay, so then you say, there are many ways in which you can help the learner. One is repeating this and then asking a question like, I have a long hair. Is that correct? Are you sure this is okay? And then another one would be probably using fingers, where you say, I have a long hair. A long hair? So this is helping the learner spot the mistake. And then if that doesn't work, probably you can move to peer correction and say, for example, you can ask somebody like, oh, Berta, can you please help me correct this? So what is the correct version here, Berta? And probably Berta will say, oh, I have long hair. And then you can go back to the student and say, can you please repeat that one more time? And then the student will say, I have long hair. And then at the end you say, yes, that was good. So my suggestion is not to say this was good because this wasn't good, but you cannot say, I mean, you shouldn't say, no, that's terrible, that's incorrect. No. We have to be friendlier, right? So probably you can say, okay, but let's talk about this. Do you think this is okay? Are you sure? Do we have another option? So work a little bit more on self-correction, helping the learner correct his or her mistake.
So they can identify themselves what they did
Yes.
wrong and how they can replace it.
Yes, you need to
Okay,
help them
thank you. Yeah,
identify
that
it.
was my doubt.
If that doesn't work, you can move to peer correction, right? Yeah, asking somebody else to help in the correction. Dan, do you have a question?
No, I was just gonna say something related to that. The way of giving feedback. I once watched a video of a psychologist called Shade or something. That well, she talks about how we give feedback. And yes, one of the points she says is not you're not going to praise the mistake or the error. The thing you have to do, because we don't like to receive feedback, as you know, because we feel judged sometimes, right?
Yeah.
So the thing we have to do to give feedback and we receive feedback is first say like you did this one good and praise that good part, not the bad part, and then introduce the mistake to soften the things. Because if, as the partner say, if you give only the mistakes and you're wrong for this or something like that, it's not going to be like good because they are going to judge maybe later.
Yes. Remember, there is something that is called the affective filter, guys. Filter. You can read about it. It is coming from Stephen Krashen, and he says that the affective filter is a barrier that learners have sometimes. So we need to lower the affective filter. What does that mean? We need to make them feel comfortable in the learning process. So if you make them feel like losers, they are making mistakes all the time, you only focus on mistakes, that's going to help them increase the affective filter, which is going to be this barrier, right? And they're going to be uncomfortable in the learning process. So yeah, what Dan is saying is that we really need to make students feel comfortable in the learning process and not really judged all the time. So yeah, you have to acknowledge like, oh, that's interesting, but let's take a look at this, right? Do we have another option, for example? But yeah, never say, oh, that's very good. No, because it's not really good. It's a mistake. So they can get the wrong impression there. Okay, yeah, I agree. So the name is Affective Filter, making learners feel more comfortable in the learning process, right? We have to lower that. Yeah, I totally agree, Dan. Yeah. Okay, guys, thank you very much. Any other question? Nope. Okay, good. Now, communicative activities. They must have speaking practice. They must be a speaking practice. That's why it is communicative, because the purpose is fluency. So make sure learners have enough time to talk. Yeah. And this is what we were talking about. The main aim for learners is to communicate in English. So give them the room, give them the situation, give them enough time for them to start talking about it. Yeah. Designed to make learners feel the need to communicate. So again, this is going along with having a clear communicative purpose. You have to create the need. Why are we having this conversation, teacher? Why are we talking to our peer? Because we have this specific purpose. For example, sell something, agree on something, or persuade your peer to go out with you, for example, invite your peer to go out with you. That's a communicative purpose. They should always know what the communicative purpose is. That is the need to communicate. There is always a communicative purpose, as I said before. For example, negotiating, inviting, solving a problem, convincing, etc., right? And then you have some language there, right? So we should include some language, as we said before, yeah? And also some level of appropriacy, like, is this formal or informal? Remember, appropriacy is the level of formality, yeah? If this language is formal or informal. For example, if I say, oh, I love Mexico, and then my peer says, I second that. Or, I agree with you. The two of them have the same function, which is agreeing, but I second that is more informal than I agree with you. Yeah, so that is a good difference, right, in terms of appropriacy. They combine recently taught language with previously learned language. What does that mean? That the communicative activity should give them the opportunity to recycle previously learned language and to use new language that you introduce in the lesson, right? Does that make sense, everyone? Yep. Okay. So those are characteristics of a communicative task. Yeah. They encourage learners to participate. They are usually carried out without the teacher's interference. And this goes along with Dan's comment in terms of focusing on mistakes, where, how, when in the activity. So basically, if you believe that learners are communicating without any problem, let it go, guys. Keep track of the mistake, and then probably you can address that later after the activity. So don't interrupt, don't interfere when it is not necessary. If learners are not communicating to one another and you believe that communication is broken, yeah, that is a moment for you to intervene, right? Because the purpose is fluency, right? Yeah, okay. And as I said before, you can address that mistake in delayed error correction. We call it DEC, delayed error correction, right? After the activity. They require learners to interact with others. This is what we said before in terms of interaction patterns, pairs, small groups, yeah. You should have task repetition. What is that? What is task repetition, guys? What does that mean? Task repetition. An idea?
When you do the same activity you did with the first group, and then you go like, okay, now talk to that other kid over there.
That's correct. That's correctly said. Yeah, it is giving the learners the opportunity to talk to somebody else in the classroom. Yeah, like for example, Lisette was working with Daniela. Now I'm going to have Daniela and Karina and Lisette with Pilar, for example. Yeah, so you start all over again and you repeat the same task, but guess what? Task repetition will allow students to be more accurate because they are going to be recycling information in terms of content and language. So task repetition is important. They must emulate real life as much as possible. What is emulate? Who can help me with that definition? Jared, what is emulate? Help us there, Jared.
They need to talk about something related like with real life or
Okay, but what is the mean of emulate? What does that mean?
emulate. It's like you try to I don't know the word. I don't know how to explain it, but it's
Don't worry.
when
Don't
you
worry.
try to do something
I
exactly
think
what you are seeing.
Okay, yes, that's right. I think Luis has the definition there. Okay, Luis, go ahead.
I would say that emulate is to assemble, to make something really similar to something.
Exactly.
No?
Yes,
But assemble, I think it's a word, no?
Yeah, well, yeah, but probably you might want to use imitate.
Imitate.
Yeah, imitate is emulate. Okay, you're right, Jared. Is to do exactly the same thing. Imitate. So these communicative tasks, guys, need to imitate real life. So that means it is something that we talk about in real life, not in the classroom, outside, with my friends, with my family members. Yeah. Never have students do something that we never say or we never do in real life. Because otherwise, what's the relevance? It needs to be relevant for life. Yeah. Okay. Most learners participate at the same time. So please never, well, try not to control this like I am doing it right now. I am having you listen to me right now. This is not a communicative task because the only person who is talking is me. So give them the opportunity to be in breakout rooms if it is online teaching. If it is face-to-face in the classroom, there is one trio there, there is another trio there, there is another trio there, so they can work simultaneously at the same time everybody's talking, right? So give them the chance, guys, to talk. And you just have to monitor, walk around the room, listen to the learners, right? Visit breakout rooms if this is online teaching, so you can see what they are doing, right? And hear what they are doing. And the last one would be learners can build their confidence. If they feel, guys, they are communicating successfully in a communicative activity task, guess what? They will feel successful. And obviously, learners will continue there because they are motivated. Yeah. Remember the types of motivation that we talked about before? Yeah, intrinsic, extrinsic. Yep. So you're going to help them build more motivation, guys, when you give them the opportunity to express ideas, to feel successful in the lessons. Now, these are different activities, guys, that you can do for communicative activities. For example, information gap, that is looking for something that another person has, like two visuals. One person has a visual with two cats. My visual has one cat. We need to find the difference without me looking at the visual. That's a communicative activity. For example, find someone who, yeah, there. Find someone who has two sisters. Find someone who has three brothers. Find someone who has traveled to the US. Like that, yeah. And then reaching a consensus, that is agreement on a topic or solving a problem, for example, right? Giving a solution to a problem. Those are examples of communicative tasks. And another one would be story construction. Like in small groups, they build up a story. Yeah, you can have role plays and simulations and also communicative games, right? So a role play would be, okay, guys, you are going to be the father, you're going to be the son. You need to convince your father to give you money for the weekend, for example. That's a role play. Okay, so really clear defined roles, and they need to have a communicative purpose, as we said before. Yeah. This is the suggested procedure, guys. First, you set up the situation. Number two, you give instructions. Then you help with some language. Then they have the communicative task. You monitor to check what they are doing. And at the end, you give feedback. Okay. Does that make sense, everyone? Yeah. Okay. Now, guess what? I'm going to give you a demo lesson. Okay. This lesson is a communicative task, right? So I want you to pay attention to my demo. You're going to be my students, intermediate students, and I want you to tell me if I am using the same procedure. Okay, and if you could find the characteristics of the communicative task. Okay, for example, the main is clear, there is a communicative purpose, there is some language, etc., etc., etc. Okay, does that make sense, everyone? Yeah. Okay. So let me just remind you of the procedure. This is the procedure. If you want to take a screenshot, can you please take a screenshot of the procedure, guys, everyone? So you can have it somewhere. Yep. Okay. Done? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Fantastic. Fantastic. Everyone? Yeah. Okay. Good. 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 So you're going to be my students. What level are you in? Intermediate. You are intermediate learners. Okay. And this is a communicative task. This is an example of a communicative task. Okay. At the end of my demo, we're going to talk about the stages. If I respected the stages and the characteristics of a communicative task. Okay. So here we go. Hello, everyone. How are you today? Good? Did you answer your homework? Yes, 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 yes. Okay, good, good, good. I want you to tell me if you can see my screen, guys. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
What can you see?
Somebody in jail.
People in jail?
Yeah, people in jail. Oh, is it jail or prison?
What is the difference between jail and prison?
That's a very good question. Yeah, Milan, can you please help us? Milan, Aranza, what is the difference between jail and prison?
I don't know, sorry.
Oh, don't worry, don't worry. We can help you. Andrea, Daniela?
I don't know either, sorry.
No, no. Okay, Luis, go ahead.
Well, the prison is the building, the place, and the jail, I think that is like the cage where they are. It's something like
No,
that.
yeah, well, not really.
Are
Actually,
synonyms. But
yeah, they are synonyms, but there is a small difference. Prison
yeah.
is permanent. And jail is when you are in the process of being guilty or innocent. You are in the process. So you are in jail. If you are found guilty, you go to prison. Does that make sense? Yeah. So that's the main difference. Okay. Remember, jail, the process. Prison, oof, 10 years, 20 years, 5 years in prison, right? Okay, fantastic. Can you please tell me, guys, reasons why people go to jail or prison? Reasons. Why? Why do they end up in prison?
They don't follow the law?
That's correct. They break the law. Good. They break the law. What else?
Murder.
Yeah, murder somebody. Wow, that is actually, sorry. Murder.
Okay.
Yeah, murder somebody. Someone. What else?
Robber.
A lover?
Robber.
Ah,
Or
okay.
death.
Yeah. They rob or they
Steal
steal. Okay. What's the
something.
difference? What's the
Drunk
difference?
driving.
Okay, wait. What's the difference between rob and stealing? Isabel, help us.
I'm not sure. Rob is in big quantities, still in small.
No. Actually, okay. Let me ask Gabby. Gabby, go ahead.
Okay, I think the steal is the verb and rob is the noun.
No,
I'm not sure.
No, really. Probably Dan. Dan can help us. Dan, go ahead.
I was going to ask you something, but what do we call or what's the word when someone is it imprisoned when someone is guilty but they didn't do anything?
Oh, well, yes. I mean, yeah. They were found guilty for some reason, but probably they are innocent. Yeah.
But like the TV series Finding a Murder, I don't know if you have watched that.
Yeah.
That they try to solve those situations that people are in prison, but they were not guilty at the end.
But I'm not. Oh, okay. Exonerate, for example, is that the word that you are looking for, or giving people what do you call this? A second chance. We call it amnesty. Which is forgetting about it.
I mean
I think he's talking about people being framed. Like he didn't do it, I did it, and I want him to go to jail, so I frame him.
Yes, is that?
Yeah, I guess yes. Like they didn't do anything, but they are found guilty.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, because of many reasons. For example, Lisette mentioned one, right? One person wants you in jail, so you are framed. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, guys, the difference between rob and steal is that you steal things, objects, and you rob people. Like, give me your money, or you rob a place. For example, the bank. If you are Superman, you can steal the bank because you take the bank with you. But we are not Superman, right? We don't have that power. So we rob the bank. I mean, not we, the criminal, right? Yes. Okay. So basically that's different, right? Another guys, another reason why people end up in jail or in prison.
Fraud.
Yeah, drugs. That's right, drugs. Yeah.
And fraud.
They're being framed.
Fraud.
They could end up in jail because they're being framed.
Yeah, because of what you said, exactly. Bad company, bad friends, they were framed. They are not really guilty. They were just at the right, they're not the right time, the wrong time, the wrong place, right? As well. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you very much. Do you believe all people in prison are guilty?
No.
No.
I don't think so. Yeah.
No.
Oh,
Yeah. I'm going to give you guys access to this, and can you please read these people's situation, and I want you to tell me if, in your opinion, they are guilty or innocent. Okay. What is the question? What is the question that you have to answer, Pilar? If they are
If they are guilty or not guilty.
or innocent, that's correct. Yes. So this is the situation for person number 1, person number 2, and person number 3, and you can see the pictures. Okay. You have 2 minutes to read that. Go ahead. One more minute. Luis, go ahead. Do you have a question, Luis? I cannot hear you.
I think that the first and the third one are
no,
guilty.
no, no. Okay, but not yet, not yet. Okay, keep your ideas there. Don't worry, Luis. Thank you. I'm going to send you guys, everyone. I'm going to send you to break a room so you can discuss if you believe they are guilty or innocent. Can you please tell me if you have access to the slides? I'm going to share. I'm going to share the slides right now. Okay. Can you please tell me if you can open the link? Okay, fantastic. So see you in the breakout rooms. You have 3 minutes to discuss if they are guilty or innocent in your opinion. Bye-bye. That was very interesting, guys. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you the profiles one more time. And can you please tell me, Lupita, in your opinion, who's guilty?
I think the first is guilty because she is steal money for the party.
Yep.
That is the reason.
Yeah, and she sounds like not a very good person, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, like look at her views about Mexicans. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, wonderful. Jessica, how about number 2? Do you think number 2 is guilty?
No, I don't think so because she steal for food.
Yeah.
So maybe it's for her or it's for another person.
Okay.
But I think it's so rude to
Yeah.
have 8 years.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, probably the word that we're looking for there would be it is harsh.
Harsh.
Yeah, it is harsh, right? Yeah, 8 years just for that. Jesus, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay, and Carlos, Alexis, can you please help me with number 3? Do you believe that person is guilty or innocent, Carlos? Alexis, can you hear us? No, probably not. Gabby, can you please help us with number 3?
Of course. Well, I think he's not guilty because he is not a violent person.
Okay.
I think everybody has the right of express their opinion.
That's true. I totally agree with you. Yeah, everybody has the right, right? Yeah. Luis, go ahead. Hi, Luis. Oh, I think Luis
Yeah, I think that the only one that is innocent is the second one.
the second one. Okay.
Yeah, because she was in need and her personal, her personal life led her to steal an apple, you know.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not like she really wanted. It is the situation, right? Probably. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Okay, guys,
and the
thank you.
first and the third one, they are
Uh-huh.
suspicious.
Yeah, that's true. Guys, what do you call it when the government or someone with power gives the criminal a second chance in life? We call it amnesty.
Amnesty?
Yep, we call it amnesty. Someone with power. Now, Michael and Liz are talking about the same people. You need to read this for 1 minute and tell me if they agree, disagree, or both. They agree and disagree at the same time. Yep. How much time do you have for this?
1
minute.
minute.
1 minute. Do you need to focus on the general idea or specific information in 1 minute?
General idea.
The general idea.
General.
That's correct. Remember, the question is, do they agree, disagree, or both? Can you please tell me if you can open the link? It is in the chat box right now. Can you open it? Yep. Okay. So you can start reading right now, guys. You have 1 minute.
I can find the room picture.
There is no room, Lupita?
Sorry.
We're
Only
answering
we have to answer. Okay.
individually. Yes.
Yes, because I have problem with the internet. Thank you.
Tengo que ir al dentista. ¿Para cuándo haga mi cita?
Okay, guys, time is up. Time is up. Can you please, in the chat box, send me your answer? Is it agree, disagree, or both? In the chat box. Both. Lisette says both. Karina says both. Gabby says both. Pilar says both. Yeah, everybody says both. I totally agree with you. It is both. They Agree and disagree. Yes, well done, guys. Now, take a look at these, guys. We have some expressions. Can you see them? How do you feel about amnesty? What do you think? I think otherwise. Can you please help me find the correct function for all the language there? For example, how do you feel about amnesty? Is that to agree, disagree, ask for opinions, give reasons? What is that?
Opinion.
Ask for opinions.
Ask for opinions. How about this one? My main reason is.
Give reasons.
Give reasons.
Give reasons.
That's correct.
Give
I'm going
reasons.
to give you 3 minutes to work in breakout rooms and answer this task. Okay, it's the same link. Just scroll down and you can find PT number 2. Yep. So how much time do you have for this, guys? 3 minutes. Do you need to work individually or in your groups?
Groups.
In your groups, yeah. Oh, guys, Lisette, your nails are very long. Wow. Okay. Yeah, they look good. They look good. Okay. I'll
Yeah,
see you
sorry,
guys.
are they disturbing?
No.
I forgot that they were there.
No. They look very good. They look very good. Okay. Now,
Thank
guys, see you guys in 3 minutes. Bye-bye. Take care.
Ciérrale, pon el aire. Ciérrale, pon el aire.
Ah, pero ¿qué crees? Tenemos la tele bajada.
Prende el aire si quieres y cierra la puerta.
Hi there. I'm going to show you the answers, but you have to tell me which ones are not correct. Some of them are not correct. Which ones?
Rubbish.
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 What is that for?
It's disagree.
Disagree.
Agree. That's correct. Guys, when you say rubbish, do you think you want to be nice or you want to be rude?
Rude.
Rude.
That's right. Is this formal? Is this formal? Informal? Or not?
It's informal.
Informal. Would you use it with your English teacher or with your best friend?
With my best friend.
Best friend.
Yeah, like I love Taylor Swift. Rubbish. Yeah? Okay, I think otherwise. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's correct. That's
But
correct.
what do you reckon is? I guess it says for opinions.
That's correct. Yeah, this is asking
Your opinions.
because can you please give me a synonym of reckon?
¿Cuál era la pregunta?
What is a
Do you
synonym?
remember?
What is a synonym of reckon?
Remember?
What do you
Think. What do you
What
think?
do you think? What do you What do you reckon? What do you believe? Exactly. That's right. Yeah. Those are synonyms. Okay, fair enough. Is that to agree?
Yes.
Yes.
Would you agree? Is that asking for opinion? Yeah. And how about this one? I feel strongly about it.
Agree.
I think
Now
that
agree.
Agree. That's to agree. Yeah, well done, guys. Well done. Now, let me just show you something else. This is exactly same type of language. So when you say, can you see my screen, everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
When you say, I couldn't agree more, and I agree with you, same here, rubbish. Which one is informal?
Rubbish.
Rubbish.
Yeah. Then, same here,
Same here.
informal as well. How about I agree with you?
Formal.
Formal.
It's kind of neutral, right? Kind of neutral. Yeah.
Neutral.
Yeah. And how about I couldn't agree more?
Formal.
Formal.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. I totally agree. Yeah. Okay, now take a look at this one. My main reason is that supermarkets throw that food away. Which section is more flexible? The first part or the second part? Which one is more flexible? Which one can we change?
The second one.
Second.
The second one, actually. So the first one is fixed. And the second one can be changed. What is supermarkets? Is that a verb, a noun?
A noun.
Noun.
Noun, so in the sentence, it is working as a subject. Then what is throw?
A verb.
A verb.
And what is the rest of the sentence? What do you call it?
Complement.
Complement.
Complement. Very good, guys. Can you give me another idea here? Berta, can you please help me here? My main reason is that, let's talk about Mexico City. You love Mexico City. Why? My main reason is that what? Berta?
That we are talking about Mexico?
That's correct. That's correct.
My main reason is that Mexico is an amazing place.
Yes. An amazing place. Well done. Well done. So you're respecting the subject, the verb, and we a complement. Well done. Now, everybody, please pay attention to this. I feel strongly about it. Which is the part that we can change?
How do I feel?
No? It's part of the expression.
Okay.
What is it that we can change?
It.
It, yeah. We can change it for just about anything, right? Any type of noun. For example, I feel strongly about your idea. I feel strongly. I feel strongly about that, for example, etc., etc. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well done. Well done. Now, listen to me, guys. We have 3 questions. Listen to me and tell me if my voice is going up or down at the end of the questions. Listen. Would you agree? Would you agree? Would you agree? Number 2. Do you think so? Do you think so? Do you think so? Number 3. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Is my voice going up or down? My question.
Down.
Down.
Okay, is going up in which one?
There's one.
The first and
The
the second.
first one and in the
First
third one.
and in the second. Yes, that's right. How about the third one? Listen. What?
The third one goes down.
That's correct. Why?
I think that in the second one, well, in the third one, the emphasis is in the what.
That's correct.
Beginning.
So if you say, what do you think? What do you think? We emphasize what and also what do you think? Think. But then my voice is going down because what type of answer, guys, do you give in what do you think? Do you give yes, no, or information?
Information.
Correct. So usually, information questions go down, usually. How about this one? Would you agree? Would you agree? Is going up because my answer is yes or no.
Yes or
not.
That's correct. Yeah. Okay. Well done. Well done. Now, what's happening here, guys? You say would, and you. Listen to me one more time. Would you? Would you? Would you? Is it the same? Would you? Would you? Would you?
Yes.
Is the same or different?
Sounds different.
It sounds different. Here, we use this one.
Same.
This one. Repeat after me. Repeat after me. J. Now, would you? Would you?
Would you?
Would you? Yeah. Okay, everybody, would you agree?
Would you agree?
Would you agree?
Agree.
What do you think?
What
What do you think?
Wonderful. Wonderful. That's great. Okay, guys, now I'm going to give you 5 minutes, 5 minutes to talk about the criminals. Remember? You need to select only one person for amnesty. What is amnesty? A second chance in life, remember?
Yeah.
Only one person can get amnesty. So you have to talk about it, okay? Let me just give you an example. Let me ask Karina. Hi, Karina. Okay, Karina, guess what?
I
I think number 1 is not an option for amnesty because she looks like a bad person. I don't like the way she talks about
I
Mexico.
don't like the way.
Yes, totally agree with you. All the politicians are bad people.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. So
Politician.
what do you reckon, Karina? What do you reckon?
I would choose number 3
Why?
because he's a student, he's not violent,
Yeah.
and he's just protesting about what he thinks. He's
Yeah.
good person.
Yeah, I guess that is a good option for amnesty. So guys, 5 minutes to discuss and talk about good option and bad option for amnesty in your breakout rooms. Okay? So hope you go enjoy it.
I
Bye-bye.
have a question. The last activity you sent me to an empty room, or I don't know if no one entered.
Oh, you were the last one, right? It's because do you have a problem? You are in number 2, Dan. Yes, I'm going to make sure you have access to another panel. Actually, I'm going to do it right now. Let me just move Andrea where you are and also Isabel. Yeah, thank you, Dan. Thank you. I'm sorry about that. Thank you. Okay, here we go. Hey everyone. All right. Lisette, what are your views? Which one do you think deserves amnesty?
The third one.
Yes.
Okay. Eric says the third one. Lisette, you agree with Eric? Yeah.
Yes, I think that the first one knew what she was doing before she did it. The second one maybe not get some amnesty, just shorten her sentence, not 8 years, perhaps 3 hours, like a slap on the wrist. What you did was wrong. Don't do it again. And then she just goes.
Yeah.
And then the third one, it was the wrong place, wrong time, so he
Yeah.
didn't run fast enough. That was his only mistake. He didn't run fast enough in the police.
Okay,
So
that's
he should get amnesty.
okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Aranza, how about you, guys? Do you agree with your peers, Aranza?
I actually agree on some level, but my first choice would be the unemployed woman.
Okay.
I would give the amnesty to her only because her sentence seems too like unfair for me.
Unfair. That's right. I agree. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Carmen, how about you, Carmen?
I think amnesty for number 2 because maybe she stole baby's food, maybe for her baby.
Yeah.
How difficult being. Maybe
Yeah.
it's a necessity.
That's true. But guess what? Andrea Daniela has a very interesting view about justifying stealing. So Andrea, go ahead.
Yeah, we were saying like trying to be impartial about it, like not getting the emotions in the way like of our judgment. So if we were trying to justify stealing because you're unemployed, or maybe like if the information said that she had children or something like that, we would be more inclined to say like, yeah, she shouldn't be so like such a have such a long sentence. But yeah, we
That's
cannot justify
That's true.
that sort of stuff.
That's true. Yeah. Because as you said before, we can just justify anything. Right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Interesting point. Thank you, guys. That was awesome. That was awesome. Now, I want you to pay attention to this and tell me if this language is correct or incorrect. So, number one is I feel, sorry. Oh, I feel strong about this. Is this correct?
Nope.
Okay. Why not, Dan?
Because we previously used it and it's strongly.
Okay. What's the difference between I feel strong today and I feel strongly about it, Dan?
Strong could be like an adjective and strongly is an adverb. So it's in a way I feel or do things.
That's correct. So I feel strongly talks about my ideas, my beliefs. I feel strong talks about my energy in my body, which is different. Yeah. Okay. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. Number two, I would say I am agreeing. Is this correct? I'm sorry. There is a typo. There you go. Is that correct?
No, it is not.
Okay, why not?
Because
The verb to
agree
be.
is a verb, not an adjective.
That's correct. So we don't need verb to be, right?
Yes, we don't need it.
I agree.
I would say I agree. Yeah, okay, wonderful. And the last one is I feel I can second that thought. Is this correct or incorrect?
I should remove the feel, the I feel.
Oh, really, Berta? How would you put it?
I only use the I can.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I second without even the can.
Yeah, probably, right? Yeah, so probably you can say, I second that thought, right? Yeah, because if we say, I feel like, it sounds like unnecessary. Yeah, I agree. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you very much. That's the end of my demo. Change your hats. You are my TKT candidates, and you are going to analyze what I did. Remember, this was an example of a communicative activity, okay? So my question is, let me just go back to my question. Yeah, the question is, did I use the correct procedure for a communicative activity? Yes or no? Did you notice, okay? Did you notice the components of a communicative task? Let me just help you remember this information. So can you see my screen, everyone? Yeah?
Yes.
So did I give instructions? Did I set up context?
Mm-hmm.
Check some language?
Yes.
Did you have enough time to perform? Did you have some feedback? Yes or
Mhm.
no? And characteristics would be, is the purpose of the activity clear? Do you have a name there? Is there communication? And so on and so forth, right? So I'm going to send you to breakout rooms for 3 minutes to talk about this, okay? So enjoy the moment and tell me what you could see in the communicative task. Okay, bye-bye. Welcome. So, Pilar, in your opinion,
No.
did
¿Es
I,
mamá, papá y Lucia?
yeah, did I follow the correct procedure, in your opinion, Pilar?
In my opinion, yes. And I said to my break room that I very happy when you show us the language pronunciation with the questions. I like very much.
Okay, yeah. So there was some analysis on language, right? Which is this point.
Yes. Thank you.
I set up the task. I gave you the content, the purpose of the task as well. I was monitoring in breakout rooms, so I could listen to what you were saying as well. I gave the instruction. I set up context, the situation, basically. And at the end, I gave you some feedback, right? On language and content. Okay. So we could say that I achieved the instruction, the procedure. How about the characteristics, guys, of the communicative task? Did I encourage you to participate? Yeah, right? Yeah. There was, I mean, some of you were kind of really into the topic, right? Like you were really thinking about it and considering this and that. So yeah, that was very interesting to see. Do you think that I gave you the correct interaction pattern? So did I give you the opportunity to talk to at least one of your peers?
Yes.
Yeah. I could have, something that I didn't do, I could have sent you to a different breakout room so we could have task repetition. We didn't have task repetition, but I could have done that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, fantastic. Do you think that this is similar to what you would discuss in real life? Yeah, kind of. Probably not with the power of giving amnesty, but we talk about, oh, is this person guilty or innocent, right? Probably. Yeah, okay. Wonderful, guys. Yeah. Now, are you ready to answer a TKT practice task? Yep. Okay. This is on productive skills and communicative activities. Let's read the instruction. For questions 1 to 7, match the activities with the teaching focuses listed A, B, and C. So there are 3 teaching focuses: appropriacy, fluency, and connected speech. Do you understand the terms, everyone? Yeah? Okay. Remember that appropriacy is the level of formality. Okay? And connected speech is linking, intonation, stress, right? That's connected speech. Okay. Can you please match the activity with the focus of the activity? Okay. There are 7 items. I'm going to give you 4 minutes to answer this. All right. You can start now.
Sorry, Beto. Can you tell me again what is connected to speech?
Yes, no worries. Connected speech is the features that we have whenever we're producing sentences naturally. For example, linking, we link sounds. We eliminate sounds, that is called elision. We also use patterns of intonation. We stress certain words, so that is sentence stress. So sentence stress, linking, elision, assimilation, intonation, all those are connected speech features. Yep. Did that answer the question? Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. One more minute. Okay, have we finished? Yep. Okay, I'm going to send you to breakout rooms, guys, to compare answers for 2 minutes.
Right.
Okay. Luis, do you have a question?
No, it's okay. I thought that we were going to answer here.
Okay, don't worry. Let's compare answers and then later, yes, check answers. Bye. Similar answers?
Yes.
Yes.
Right? Sort of. Yes.
¿Le
I'm
pegó?
going,
No, ellos le pegué. Discúlpame, eso no sé.
I'm going to show you guys the correct answers and just tell me if you agree or disagree and if you need clarification. There you go.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, good.
Good.
4.
Excellent. Well done. Yes, Pilar, go ahead.
For me, could you clarify number 4?
Of course. It says identifying main stress in short dialogues on audio cassette, right? Okay. So remember that features of connected speech are the following. Let me annotate that. So we have features like stress is one of them. Stress. Then we have linking. Then we have elision, which is when you get rid of a sound. Yeah. And then we have assimilation. Oh, sorry. Excuse the typo. Assimilation. Yeah, assimilation, intonation, etc., etc. So all those are features of connected speech because they happen when we are talking. They don't happen in isolation. Like when you pronounce a word like car, yeah?
Maybe contractions also.
Contractions is more related to, yeah. I mean actually yeah, because it's a type of link in the language. So contractions, yeah.
Just like London, no? Something like that. No?
Oh no. London Bridge. That is assimilation, not a contraction. Yeah, that is assimilation. Yeah, because you change. Let me just type it there. You change this sound. Let me share my screen. Yeah, can everybody see my screen right now? Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So for example, if you have London Bridge, yeah, you change this sound, the n sound, you change it to sound. Listen to me. London Bridge. Now, London Bridge, London Bridge, London Bridge, London Bridge. So you change the to Why? Because of the next sound, the b sound. This is called assimilation. Yeah. So that is connected speech, Pilar. So there are features that you analyze whenever we talk. Yeah. Yeah. Linking, intonation, simulation, edition. Yeah.
Thank you.
Welcome. Any other question? Nope. Okay, guys. Thank you very much. I'm going to give you a 5-minute break. Is that okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'll see you in 5 minutes. Right. So I see you at 3:47. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Enjoy it.